Hello, Cogmind players. My name is Andy, and tonight I'm going to be walking you through installing Cogmind on OSX using Wineskin Winery. Wineskin Winery is basically a wrapper generator for Windows applications under OS X that gives them each their own separate wine environment and allows them to appear as basically separate applications. It's really nice. It's very convenient. It takes a little bit of getting used to, so hence this video. But once it's installed, it works very, very well, especially for Cogmind. So the first thing we need to do is download Cogmind, which I've already done here, the Alpha 5C release, and just unpack it. And that's it for now. Then we need to open up Wineskin Winery and select Create New Blank Wrapper. And it asks us for a name, what we're going to call the app. Let's just call it Cogmind. Once we hit enter or select OK, it'll take a second to set up the wine environment. And then it will throw up an error, or well, more like a warning about gecko, potentially. We don't need that because Cogmind doesn't embed HTML or anything like that, so it's safe to just click cancel here. And then it completes the initialization of the wrapper. Okay, so it's finished creating the wrapper, and it's worth noting here that it is in our personal applications directory under the Wineskin folder. That doesn't really matter if it's under a folder. As long as it's under applications, OS X should see it, and you'll see it in Launchpad. But just so you know, that's where it is. Now the wrapper's created, but obviously we haven't told it anything about the application that we want to run, so there's a couple more steps that we have to do here. So let's go ahead and just view the wrapper in Finder for now. So here it is. This is in the Wineskin folder in our applications directory. And we need to right-click and go to Show Package Contents. So in OS X, as you may or may not be aware, every app is a directory basically. And in this case, it's no different. But inside that directory is another app, which is the Wineskin app, that is the sort of the settings and properties adjuster for this particular application. So this is the Wineskin app for Cogmind. So open that, and this is where we can install the software into the environment. Click Install Software. Now, there's 3 options here. Choose Setup Executable. That's more if you're dealing with something like an MSI or like an extractor exe that is intended to actually install and uncompress and all of that inside of the Windows environment. There's no need for that here. Cogmind is just a zipped folder with the Windows binary and all of the resource files in it already. So we can just move it directly in here. You can also copy it, of course, if you wanted to create multiple copies, but I'm just going to move it. So we select Move, and then go to Downloads where we uncompressed it earlier. There it is, and then choose it. And then it'll come up with a dialog about choosing which executable to run. It's made a pretty good guess here right off the bat. If for some reason this is wrong, you can adjust it here, but it looks right, so we select OK. And it's done. Now you can see that it will appear in my applications directory. There's Cogmind right there. The icon leaves something to be desired. So if you want, you can change that using the Wineskin app that's actually in the Cogmind app folder, which we still have open. And I've actually made one. So let's go ahead and download that, and I'll show you how to apply it. And I will paste this link in the description of the video. Okay, so we've got that. We go to Advanced, Icon, We can just browse for it. Here it is in downloads. Choose. And there we go. Now, you'll notice that it hasn't exactly updated here. It might have updated in Launchpad by now, but no. So what you can do to kind of, OS X is kind of funny about when it chooses to update the displayed icon. So like for instance, if we move it outside and just into the applications folder directly, you can say, hey, there it is. But if we move it back inside of Wineskin, it's cached or something, so it's still there, but there it is in Launchpad, and it looks great. So and if we click on it, it should run. And there we are. And I got the capture rate set pretty high, so you should be able to see it's running very smoothly. Almost no perceptible lag, really. All of the rendering effects look really nice. Go ahead and skip that. And yeah, moves pretty well. So there you go. That's how to install and run Cogmind under OS X. Real quick, if you want to uninstall it for whatever reason, you can just throw it in the trash right from Finder. You won't, for whatever reason, you won't be able to do it from Launchpad, but you should just be able to trash it directly from Finder. That's about it. In the past, there have been a couple of times where I either moved or deleted a Wineskin wrapper and the icon stayed in Launchpad but with a question mark over it, but then I was able to just delete it directly from Launchpad. And I'm going to go ahead and say that that's pretty rare. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.